for everyone.
Oh yeah.
Well, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo. Ooh, yeah. We're doing Taco Tuesday at my house later. As always, as you're thinking about tacos, if you're feeling anything in your practice at any time that's uncomfortable, go ahead and exit the posture. Return when things feel ready for you. And we'll go ahead and take a moment to arrive. Let the sit bones ground down. The shoulders can begin rolling down the back. Maybe let them go a few times, just to loosen the grip. If you feel guided to, you can roll the shoulders forward as well. Your hands rest comfortably. Palms up to receive or palms down to feel grounded. You can allow your eyes to close or allow your drishti to soften. Let's notice the breath. How the breath moves through the lungs, filling them. And with every exhale, emptying. Observe this movement of breath and the sensations that go along with it. Notice how the muscles expand and contract. Your edges begin to soften, and you invite a sense of peace and calm to wash over you. To help us to become more connected to ourselves, we'll use the breath technique, Samavriti, meaning equalized breath. This can help to calm your nervous system anytime you need it, creating a sense of balance. So as you continue to breathe, you can begin to count in your head the length of your inhale. Notice that little pause at the top of the breath. And exhale, count all the way to the end. And perhaps your breath is not so equal to begin with. And that's okay. But after just a few rounds of intentionally breathing equally, you notice that balance begin to settle in, making you even calmer. Imagine, just above the crown of the head, a beautiful bright star shining its loving divine light all around you. This evening I want you to take what you need from this star, whether you need courage or energy, hope, peace, whatever you need. Trust that you are worthy to receive it. And allow this light to flow through you. Let's take a final breath. With an exhale, turn the chin over the right shoulder. Invite gentle awakening. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, draw the right ear towards the right shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, chin towards the chest. Inhale to center. With an exhale, go ahead and take a few gentle head rolls, whichever direction is calling. Bringing a little bit of range of motion. And then reverse direction. Once things begin to feel balanced, allow the head to complete its rotation and align in center naturally. The shoulders stay nice and relaxed, and your eyes can gently open. With the next inhale, let's reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, moving twist to the right first. Inhale, back through center, big breath. Long, slow exhale. 3 sets total. Never rushing, but staying present, linking the movement to the breath. 1 more set. Inhale to center. Exhale, side stretch. Nice, deep breaths. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to come back. Exhale, follow your heart. Hold. Take a deep breath right here. And when you're ready, come on back. Go ahead and release the legs. Give them some wake-up movements. Break up any stagnancy you might be feeling. And now we'll come back to seated posture, rebalancing and realigning. Shoulders relax. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, moving twist. And take your time. It's a perfectly normal reaction for us as humans to move through things quickly, especially if we already know what's coming. So continue to move breath by breath, moment by moment. We have 1 more set. And last one. This time we inhale through center. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Breathe deeply. Notice how much space you've created. Inhale, center. Exhale, last time over. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward for a few breaths. Slowly make your way back. From here, we're going to come into boat pose, or half boat, Ardha Navasana. We'll start seated, face forward so everybody can see. Feet are going to be hip distance apart. You can tie them together, but it might not free up your breath quite so much, but do what's best for you. I start with hands behind the knees for support. Remember, at any time, if you want to lower the intensity, you can always place the arms behind you to take a break. Otherwise, inhale, engage the core, draw the feet close, and with exhale, maybe one, maybe both feet will rise and find Ardha Navasana. If this is difficult, again, you can try hands behind you or even alternates. With an exhale, slowly lower, bring the soles of the feet to touch for cobbler's pose. Inhale, roll the spine up tall. Exhale, slowly melt your way forward. And go easy since we're not all completely warmed up yet. And then slowly come on back. Let's draw those knees back to where they were. Hands behind the knees. Inhale, draw the feet close. Exhale, maybe we lift off again. You can stay here as long as you want or any alternative. If you need more, you can always find full Navasana. Totally up to you. Exhale, lower. Extend the legs long. Make sure sit bones are grounded. Inhale, tall. Exhale, fold it forward. A few breaths here. Slowly come back. And now let's come down to forearms. To give ourselves a little extra warm up. We're going to find knees hip distance apart and make sure you've got plenty of support beneath you. When you're ready, you can begin those nice fluid movements. The rocking side to side, sways and circles, figure eights, any flowy type movements. Waking up the spine. Wonderful. From here, let's slide knees toward one another for fire hydrants. Warming up those hips, glutes, piriformis, and more. We'll start with the right leg. Inhale, open. Find your extension. And then exhale, gently bring it down. Let's alternate. Keep the core active and supportive. Forearms are evenly distributing the weight. And notice how things change and accommodate when one leg is in the air. What's working a little harder, one more set. Once you've completed your last one, you can either stretch it out in child's pose or take a couple movements. Let's come back to forearms. Knees are going to be hip distance apart. With your inhale, let's curl the toes into the mat. With your exhale, press up to dolphin pose. Now you can either stay here, or if you'd like, you can try our little dolphin push-up. So we're going to take a nice deep breath, and with an exhale, we're going to gently ease the front part of the torso down, just enough, like a dip. And then inhale, press back. Maybe try it again. Exhale. Inhale, press up. If that's too much, don't worry about a third one. If you're still with me, you can go for it. And when you're ready, use your exhale to gently lower down and extend back to child's pose. Stretch it out here. If that's your first time doing something like that, that can strengthen that shoulder girdle, so long as you don't push yourself into pain. That's not what we want. Let's slowly come on back. Feel free to grab a sip of water if you need it, and then we'll get prepared with our wrists for our practice. If you see me modify a lot of my practice tonight, I have a tendon in my left hand that's really, I'm struggling with. So if I don't do downward dog or things like that on flat hands, keep doing you, I'm just doing me. Sometimes we have to. Better off to take the rest than not be able to come back to practice the way I want. So for wrist warm-ups, always be gentle. Stretching, flexing, wiggling of the fingers, self-massage, all great things. Just bringing some love and life back into this part of the body. Maybe gentle weight bearing if you feel ready. Wonderful. When things begin to feel warmed up for you, you can go ahead and shake any of that old energy out. We'll begin in our hero or tall hero. Inhale, let's rise to tall hero. All the way up. Exhale, tabletop pose, hands to the earth. Inhale, cow or cat lift, face looks up. Exhale, round your spine in cat pose. Again, inhale. And exhale. Next, inhale, extend the right leg back. Exhale, guide the foot through, find your low lunge. A deep breath, let's rise all the way up. Exhale, open armed twist to the right. Good. Remember, if this doesn't feel great in your shoulders, you can always take a lower variation anytime. With your exhale, lower the left hand. Find your twisted shape with your right arm reaching to the sky. You can choose high lunge, you can choose quadricep stretch if you'd rather, or you can just stay in a low lunge if that's feeling good to you. Next, exhale, lower the hands and step the right foot back. With your next inhale, we're going to step the left foot behind the right. So basically, you want to line up the left edge of your left foot with the edge of your mat, if that makes sense. For supported side plank, let's inhale and open the left hand here. Perhaps this is enough, but if you want more, you can try that baby half moon by inhale and raising up your left foot. With an exhale, plant the foot back down. Inhale, rise all the way up. I'm going to pivot this right leg and reposition my left leg so it's more comfortable. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale for gate pose. Left hand finds the left leg. Breathe into the side body here. Inhale through center. Exhale, dive the hands back down. Take a few little movements in your tabletop. And then we'll find neutral spine again. Inhale, extend left leg back. Exhale to low lunge. Inhale, rise up nice and tall, crescent moon. Exhale, open arms, twist. Any variation will do. Use your exhale to lower the right hand down. Keep the left hand soaring towards the sky. And you can find that same variation of your twisted shape that you did on the other side. With an exhale, lower both hands. Step the foot back for table. With your inhale, we're going to step the right foot to the edge of the mat for supported side plank. Once you feel ready, use your inhale to open the right hand. This might be enough. If you want more, you can try the baby half moon by inhale, raising up the right leg. Maybe we get more wobbles on this side. Use your exhale to lower the right foot. Inhale, we're going to come up for gate pose. So you can pivot that left leg to make it more comfortable. Open up that right leg if that's better for you. Deep breath, arms wide. Exhale, let the right hand find the right leg. Good, gate pose. There we go, beautiful. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, float the hands back to earth. Come through tabletop for a few gentle movements. Wonderful. Next, inhale, cow or cat lift. Curl the toes in. Exhale, downward facing dog. I'll be taking dolphin pose, but feel free to find any alternative in your downward dog that you enjoy. Get reacquainted with it. And then exhale, come all the way down. Extend back to child's pose. Feel free to thread the needle for a few breaths if you'd like. And switch sides if you're threading. And then slowly come back to your child's pose for a final deep breath in and out. Next inhale, rise up to tall hero. Exhale, tabletop pose. Inhale, sunbird, Chakravakasana. Exhale, slowly float down. Other side, really reaching with the foot and the hand. and release. Inhale, cow or cat lift. Exhale, cat bow. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, neutral spine. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale to the low lunge. We ground down to rise up with an inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee or open arms is available. High or low lunges. With your exhale, lower down, step back, table. Inhale, extend left leg back. Exhale to the low lunge. Full breath to come up. Exhale, take the twist, and keep breathing wherever you are. Exhale all the way down. Step back to table. Inhale, cow or cat lift. Curl the toes in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press back. Notice how much length you've created in your spine. How the hamstrings are beginning to open up and respond. And then exhale all the way down. Sink down to child's pose for just a few breaths. And when you're ready, come on back, grab a little bit of water, and we'll move onward. Let's jump right back to it. From your hero, warrior tall hero, let's take a nice deep breath. Reach to the stars. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth and tabletop. Ground your energy. Inhale, cow or cat lift. Curl the toes in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press back. Next, inhale, right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, guide the foot through. Find warrior one. Inhale, we'll guide you up. Exhale, steady, strong, and stable. Moving warrior. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 1. And again, we go with the flow. Last time. Hold here. If this is good for you, stay here. If you want more, Warrior 3 is an option. You can press your weight into that front foot, find balance. Now, if you're somewhere on the journey and you're not used to a Warrior 3, you can always use a block to help you on the journey. Wherever you are is perfectly all right. For those in Warrior 3, step back to your Warrior 1. Good job. Full breath. Exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, three-legged downward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Pedal it out. Breathe deeply. Next, inhale, left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through, find your warrior one stance. Inhale up to Virabhadrasana 1. Find balance. Moving warrior. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, warrior. Again, nice and easy. Last time. Hold here. Feel that warrior energy channeling through you. If you stayed here, stay here. If you wanted warrior 3, we're gonna match it here. So pour the weight into the left foot. Push off, find balance. Take whatever variation is calling to you. Make sure hips stay nice and level. If you're in warrior 3, go ahead and step back to your warrior 1. Nice job. One more breath. Exhale, plant the hands down. Inhale, three-legged downward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Pedal it out. Stretch it out here. Nice job. We'll take a final breath. And with an exhale, we'll travel to the top of the mat and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Find upward salute, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take a moment for some freedom movements. Loosen things up. Help that energy along. Wonderful. Let's find our mountain. Allow the toes to spread out like a tree frog. I heard one of those in my backyard today. They're home. I don't know. I think they hibernate. I don't think they leave. Mountain pose, steady and strong. With your next inhale, sweep the arms up, right foot rises. With an exhale, we're gonna twist. Left hand rests at the knee, right hand open armed behind you. Alternative to this would be hand at the hip. And if you need more, perhaps you'll even extend the right leg forward. Wherever you are, find your drishti, that's your gaze, your focal point. And then when you're ready, exhale, step back to high lunge. Woo, tricky, tricky. Good job, everyone. Let's take another breath here. Exhale, cactus arms and hold. Inhale, melt the legs straight. Exhale, pyramid. We can bind the arms as an option, but remember you can always let those hands free whenever you need them. With an exhale, lower the hands and step up to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise to upward salutes. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment, a couple movements to shake any of that energy out. Wonderful. And then back to mountain. Inhale, sweep the arms, left foot rises. Exhale, we'll take the twist to the other side. Remember, if shoulders are sensitive, hands can go to hips. Once you're in your twist, maybe you'll match what you did on the other side. And then when you're ready, use your exhale to step back to high lunge. Maybe we don't land perfectly. That's okay. We're not meant to be perfect. When you're ready, take a breath. Exhale those cactus arms, holding strong and steady. This is really great for leg strength, of course, glute strength, hip flexor mobility, and more. Inhale, melt the legs straight, reach the arms. Exhale, we'll come to pyramid. If you bound the arms and you liked that, you could try it again here. Final exhale, lower the hands, step up to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plank pose. Any variation will do. I'm climbing into forearm plank. Good. Nice, active planks. Good job. When you're ready, exhale, come all the way down. Let the hands find themselves beneath your shoulders, arms close to the rib cage for cobra. Inhale, we rise up to cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, back down. Inhale, a bit of a bigger cobra. And back down. If you're feeling up to it, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can come through table if you need to. Stretch it out here. Nicely done. Next, inhale, right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through. Warrior two this time. So when you inhale, you can windmill, up and open, finding Virabhadrasana 2. Let's go ahead and flip the palms to the sky, receiving in this warrior posture tonight. Next inhale, reverse warrior, right hand reaches. Holding here, always breathing. Next inhale, melt the legs straight for reverse pyramid. Or triangle, excuse me, not reverse pyramid. One of those sheets. Inhale, bring arms wide. Exhale, side angle pose. With an exhale, let's lower both hands to the earth. I'm going to use a block for this next one. You might like one as well, but maybe you won't need one. Revolved side angle, we place a block to the inside of that front foot. With your inhale, open the right hand to the sky. Revolved side angle. Oh yeah. We're going to move you in all the ways you didn't yesterday. When you're ready, use your exhale to bring both hands down. And from here, we're going to pivot the back foot to face forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward dog. Nice job. Pedal it out. Next inhale, left leg, three-legged. Exhale, step it through and find warrior two stance. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, warrior, receiving. Palms facing up if that feels okay. A lot of times in life we have to give ourselves permission to receive. Inhale, reverse warrior. Hold here. Next inhale, melt the front leg straight for reverse triangle. Next inhale, arms wide. Exhale, side angle pose. then exhale, let's lower the hands and prepare for revolved side angle. I'm using a block again. Maybe you didn't need one if you got a nice wide arm span. Next inhale, open the left hand. When you're ready, lower the hands, make sure the block is out of your way. Pivot the back foot to face forward. Inhale, three-legged dog is an option. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stretch it out here. We've got one more posture before we come into our cool down. Malasana, garland pose. So we're gonna step about midway up the mat. Feet are going to be nice and wide. Use your block if you feel very tight in your hips. Keep it nearby. We'll take a nice deep breath, and if you haven't already, we're going to begin to sink the butt down towards the earth. This is where you might want to place your block if you feel the urge to. Hands can find prayer if that feels comfortable. Okay. You can stay right here if you just want to stretch it out in this beautifully grounding posture. Or if you're working on your crow pose, you might venture into crow. And then when you're ready, go ahead and release. I'm going to have you come into a funky little posture called mermaid, and it's you start in a variation of hero, but from hero we're going to gently scoop those legs out to the side. Scoop them, push them, send them, whatever you want to do with them. It's going to feel funky. I usually have to kind of lock the feet around each other a little bit just to get things comfortable. But once you're there, it's okay. One side is going to be lifted and one side will be grounded, so that's perfectly normal. From here, we're going to take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hands towards the feet. And find that side stretch in mermaid. Inhale through center. With an exhale, let's switch to the other side. Swing them around, swing them behind, however you get them there. One side's usually going to feel a little less difficult than the other, just as far as placement, so find your happy place. Take a full breath. Exhale, let the hand reach towards the foot and find that nice side bend. Exhale, release. Wonderful. Go ahead and grab a little bit of water if you need it. Shake some stuff out. And we'll move into our cool down. How we feel. Good. What was that? Stretched. we checked that one off the box there. Good. All right. From here, we're going to come to seated forward fold to give those hamstrings a tiny bit more love. So once you have your legs extended in front of you, toes pointed to the sky, remember you can bend the knees when you need. Full breath. Exhale, float forward. And maybe this time, after all that stretching and movement, maybe you go a little deeper. Or maybe it just feels a little more spacious. From here, we'll take our hip opener. So I'm going to show fire log pose. It really targets the piriformis a lot. But if you want a different variation of a hip opener, go ahead and find the one you like. I'm stacking my right leg on top of my left. Once you're there, take a nice deep breath to prepare your posture. And then exhale. Send the heart forward. and make your way into it. Always listen for where that stopping point is. Slowly come on back. Let's switch sides. And then release. And we'll navigate. Once you're there, take a nice full breath. And exhale. When things feel balanced, go ahead and come back. Release the legs, little movement. And now we'll take wide-legged seat. Go ahead and extend the legs out and take up as much space as you need. The sun's coming back out. That's so nice. Let's take a nice full breath. And when you're ready, exhale, send the heart forward, creep crawl, mind that happy place. Ease down for bridge pose, our last posture before the journey. So feel free to roll down at whatever pace suits you best. We're going to do 3 moving bridges today. So feet are going to be hip distance apart. Arms rest at your sides and your back melts into the earth. When you're ready, press your feet into the earth. Inhale, roll the hips up to the sky. Maybe the chin will tuck against the chest as it rises. And then exhale. Slowly come back down. 2 more with your breath. And maybe you'll be rewarded with some cracks and pops in the spine. Sometimes that's lovely. Once you've come down for that 3rd and final one, go ahead and hug knees to chest or come into happy baby pose. Rock side to side to release the back. And then we'll take another minute and explore any other postures that you're craving. Perhaps you need more inversion or hip opener or hamstring love. But let your body find its way. complete those final stretches and postures. And then as you begin to feel ready, we can gather all the things we need for the most peaceful journey of meditation. Make sure you have all the layers, water, props, and any other comforts that you enjoy. Give yourself a few final moments to get everything set up perfect just for you, so you can be absolutely relaxed. And then notice how heavy the body can be. How softened, at ease. With each and every breath, you begin to let go. Your reality begins to soften. And as you let go, that sense of peace spreads all throughout you. Your thoughts flow into a steady stream. There's no more need to hang on. Now imagine in your mind's eye, you're walking through a most beautiful field. There's so much wide open space. The sun warms your skin. You breathe in the fresh, clean air over and over. You find the sense of the wind against your skin pleasing and soothing, taking away any of your worries, your burdens, letting them drift away. You continue to notice the beauty all around you. A babbling brook, with tiny little waterfalls cascading over rocks. Gentle fern, arching and curving their way along the banks of the brook. Delicate wildflowers, purple and yellow wild iris. You take in all the beauty. Let yourself continue to absorb all the loving energy, all the good vibes. bow our heads in deep gratitude for our shared yoga practice and journey within. Let us continue to be kind, loving, and compassionate, always towards ourselves, and then to the rest of the world. Let us continue to inspire and be inspired every day. Namaste. Feel free to turn to your neighbors. Namaste, Melanie. I hope you enjoyed yoga on your porch.